of 2025. What an awesome group of angling freaks. We love every single one of you. Thank you for coming out here. And this is why we go to Palatka as often as we do. Sometimes people say, you're going to the St. John's River again? You're going to Palatka, Florida? Well, look at this group of people. Let the world hear you. Unbelievable. And not just that. Your river never lets us down. We go a lot of places, and there's a lot of places that you can circle and say, here's how it's going to be won. This is what they're going to be doing. Every single time we come here, it's something different, and this has been, honestly, one of the most compelling tournaments we've had in a long, long time, and what a way to kick off 2025, ladies and gentlemen. We are not doing a drive up here today like we have done in the past because of you. There's so many of you people here. To fit more of you in here, we are going to have them walk up on the stage, but I need you guys to make lots and lots of noise while we introduce them here today. It's going to be a fun thing. 10 anglers remain. We started with 104. 50 went out yesterday. Only 10 remain, and all of them with one goal, and that goal is to win the first Elite Series title of 2025, which just happens to be the FXR Pro Fish Bassmaster Elite on the St. John's River. Are you guys ready for this? Now, you guys know how this works. I'm the world's least likely cheerleader. I don't have pom-poms, but I got a slimy fish towel. When I spin this in the air, even if you're back there and you're having trouble here and you see this towel spin, I need you to get loud. Let's see if it works right now. 1, 2, 3. All right, all right, all right. How exciting is it that the sun is actually out in Florida? That's the Florida we're used to. I got cameras all around here. This is broadcast on FS1, Fox Sports. The Bassmaster Classic is going to be on Big Fox Saturday and Sunday, the Bassmaster Classic. But I want to show the world that Palatka is a place to come, not just to catch giant bass, but a place to come and have a party. So I need 30 seconds of absolute insanity. Can you do that for me? All right. 1, 2, 3. That is pretty good, pretty good. We'll keep that noise coming as I welcome out our tournament director. Get loud for LT, Lisa Talmadge. Lisa, wow, you know, I'll be honest, I'm just like anybody else. I mean, we come to Palatka a lot. I love coming here, but I start to think, you know, I don't know if they'll show up this time. But it seems like they show up bigger and bigger every single time we come here.
This is absolutely amazing. Thank you guys so much for coming out. This is awesome. Thank you. But I know you guys want to see some fish. But I do want to thank our hosts because it wouldn't be possible without them. I want to thank Laura, Julie, and Kimberly with the Putnam County Chamber of Commerce. Let's give them a round of applause, and they keep coming, keep bringing us back. Also, we couldn't do this without the Florida Bass Nation volunteers and Chad Dorland. He's my volunteer coordinator, so a big thank you to all the volunteers. It takes a lot to run this event. A big thank you to all the staff, all the camera guys out on the water. Big thank you to them. It's a lot to put this event on for a small amount of staff members, so big thank you. Also, yes. And another group that I have to thank because they really helped me a lot and answer a lot of questions is the FWC officers. I want to thank Lauren and Dan Dixon and also Josh for all their help. And I'm not sure if they are here, but a big thank you to them as well. Putnam County, thanks for the hospitality. Let's get a winner.
Are you guys ready for this? This is the very first Championship Sunday of 2025. The FXR Pro Fish Bassmaster Elite on the St. Johns River. One more time, Palatka, are you ready? Let's get ready to have our very first angler, a two-time member of the Bassmaster Century Club, an FLW Tour winner, a Bassmaster Open winner, a 20-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, a two-time Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year from Gunnersville, Alabama. Get loud for the incomparable G-Man, Gerald Swindle! 48 pounds and 10 ounces at the start of the day today. 5 fish looking for 15-1 to load our Yeti hot seat. 14 pounds, 6 ounces, 11 ounces short of the overall lead, but with 63 pounds even, the G-Man has a great finish to kick off 2025. Not going to load the Yeti hot seat this time around, but gee, what a great start to 2025. You came into this season with big goals, and man, check this one off. A great start.
I did. Anytime you have a bad season, sometimes you want to try to come out and do too much, and I didn't really set a lot of high standard goals for myself. I had one goal. I said I just want to do my job every day the best I can do it, and then be the best that I can be. So I didn't come in saying, I'm going to win AOY, I want to win a tournament. I didn't let any of that happen. I said, just do your daggum job every day. Don't try to overthink it. So I got 4 days of doing my job now, and I got a whole season to go. So for me to compartmentalize, be able to say, just do this today. Be the best you can be. I didn't try to do anything crazy today. I thought about, going out and throwing a Hail Mary, the old Boise State, but I didn't know where to do that at, so I just went and did what I did, and I just didn't quite catch enough. But if you can come to Palatka, you can make the top 10. You off to a good start. You see all you folks. I'm telling you now, when y'all show up, how many of y'all just straight out of penitentiary? Because there's folks here from everywhere. I feel like there's an ankle bracelet in here somewhere, and it might be kin to me. I can tell you that. There's one thing about coming to Palatka. We can always cut up. We always joke about it. But I love being down here because even though we're in Florida and everybody says, well, you Alabamians, y'all redneck. Let me tell you something. I love rednecks, and when I come here, I'm home, sweet home, baby, because I like me some country folks. You know what I mean? Hey, I'll even let this week slide on them squatted trucks. I mean, hey, if that's what you want to do, I'll kick in a little money and we'll get the back of that lift kit. We'll get it up even. They look like it might be driving into Canada. I call them coon hunters. But, we said this before. That whole ride started here. You guys held it true. South Carolina tried to steal your glory, but I'll straighten them out. We'll be up there this year, and I'll let them know that the whole squad at Palatka Lean come out of Palatka, Florida, not South Carolina. Them boys is just chasing y'all around. They dreaming. But always good to be here. What a crowd. Blessed to make it to the top 10 of the practice I had. Thanks to the fans for always supporting me and Lulu. We are out here most of the time for you guys. She'll tell you there's days where we're tired, we're beat down. I'm like, I don't know, honey. And she always says, the fans, do it for the fans. So this year, it's all for the fans.
Let's hear it for the incomparable G-Man, Gerald Swindle. He is fishing his 13th Bassmaster Top 10. He is a 3-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. He is a former Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year from North Carolina. Get loud for Jake Whitaker. $49 pounds and an ounce to start the day today. 5 fish to add to that, looking for 14-10 to load our Yeti hot seat. 8 pounds, 13 ounces. He moves into 4th place, but deserves to be celebrated here on Championship Sunday. Let's hear it for Jake Whitaker. Jake not going to load the hot seat, but, man, a good finish here in the St. Johns River. And this body of water's been very good to you.
Man, the St. Johns River has been spectacular to me. Out of like 6 years that we've been here, I've had one bad finish, and the rest of them have been really solid. So St. Johns River has treated me well. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for coming out to support us. You have an awesome fishery, a lot of big fish. and it's just a couple days away from really just breaking loose out there. But, you know, like you said, it's a good week. Just want to thank all my sponsors, everybody watching back home, my wife and my little girl. Love you guys, and we'll see y'all at Okeechobee.
Safe travels to see you down the road. Over 30 top 10s. He is the record for the biggest win margin in Bassmaster history. He is the all-time record for the biggest winning weight of smallmouth bass. He is a 3-time member of the Bassmaster Century Club, a 5-time Bassmaster winner, a 6-time Classic qualifier from Somerville, South Carolina, Patrick Walters. 49 pounds and 6 ounces, looking for 14.5 to take the lead here today. 9 pounds, 6 ounces. He moves into third place. 4 pounds, 15 ounces short of the overall lead, but another great start to the 2025 Bassmaster Elite Series, and that seems to be status quo for you. You've been here 6 times to Palatka. 5 of those 6 times you have made the top 10. This place has been very, very good to you.
It has. I love the St. Johns River, the whole thing. This amazing crowd, the fishing. Hey, 9 pounds, there was actually 5 bass in that bag, surprisingly. You would think that would only be 1, but today wasn't my day, but that's how it goes. You know, if you're not going to catch them one day, it's good to not catch them on Sunday, because at least you made a top 10. But shout out to my family for being here. My lovely wife made the trip with our son Shep. He's 1 year old. Cannot thank my family enough. You know, without them and the support, you just wouldn't be able to fish professionally. Shout out to Keith at Trails Inn, the campground. That's where we stayed this week. Keith always takes care of us. But also, if y'all want to, please go check it out. On my website, go to patrickwaltersfishing.com and subscribe to our newsletter. We got some big things coming. I don't know what's on down the pipe yet, but that's what they tell me. So we'll see how it goes.
Big things, always big things for you. A great start to the season. He's a 4-time Canadian Open champion, his 25th Bassmaster Top 10. He's a member of the Bassmaster Century Club. He's a Bassmaster Open winner. He's a 2-time Elite Series champion. He is the reigning champion at this very event from Peterborough, Ontario, Canada, Corey Johnston. Corey Johnston, with 49 pounds and 9 ounces, had a rough first day, but has rallied ever since. Needs 14.2 to load the Yeti hot seat. 5 fish all alive, 18 pounds, 13 ounces. 18-13, and with 68 pounds, 6 ounces, the defending champion is gonna load our Yeti hot seat. Let me hear it for Corey Johnston. 68 pounds and 6 ounces. We're going to weigh this one for Phoenix Boats, a big bass. Definitely going to take it over for the day. 4 pounds, 12 ounces. Not sure that's going to stand, but a great tournament, especially after day number 1. A rough first day, but man, you rallied since then, and you're here on Championship Sunday to defend your title, which is a rare thing to have the defending champion actually make the top 10.
Yeah, you know what? This week's been great. Day 1, I made some really stupid decisions out on this river, and only had 12 pounds. And you know, that's what fishing's all about: making the right decisions and making the right call. And unfortunately, I blew the tournament on the first day, but we rallied back and figured them out.
To roll back in here to Palatka, where you took your first Elite Series win, first of 2 last year, what did that feel like?
Man, I love this place. Palatka's always amazing. This river's amazing. There's huge fish in this place, and I mean, you just never know what you're going to get in this place. Any flip, you can catch a 10-pounder.
Well, one thing you're guaranteed to get here seems to be a good payday. Don't go anywhere. Going to load our Yeti hot seat. Let's hear it for your tournament leader, Corey Johnston. His 19th Bassmaster Top 10. He has 9 FLW Tour wins, 2 Bassmaster wins, a 7-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from DeBerry, Florida. Get loud for John Cox. John Cox had 49 pounds, 14 ounces to start the day, looking for 18.9 to knock Corey Johnson out of the Yeti hot seat. 9 pounds, 6 ounces with 59 pounds, 4 ounces. He moves into fourth place currently, and absolutely no one wants to hold the fish today.
Yeah, man, what a week, man. I was so glad to just make it to the day. Man, this crowd is incredible. Man. But, man, it was just, you know, it was a really great day. Besides not catching any, I got to finish the day. I was working one about 10 pounds, and I was like, oh, God, please let me catch it. And we just ran out of time. But, man, just happy to make a top 10. And, man, hopefully we get to come back. I mean, I ran down that river. I'm running a brand new 21-foot Vexus aluminum. And, man, I haven't gone that fast in a long time. And it just really enjoyed the week. And I got lucky day one. I caught an 8, 13, or 14 on the new Berkeley Maxcent stank bug, and it is just, I've caught a lot of big fish on it, and that fish kind of carried me to get here this week. So, but yeah, looking forward to it. We're gonna get to Okeechobee tomorrow and start practicing.
Can't wait to watch it go down. You're not leaving your home state. Congratulations, and congratulations to you guys. You didn't have to hold any fish this week. Big win, big win. Next up, making his 17th Bassmaster Top 10. He is a 5-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. He is a Bassmaster Elite Series champion from Mississippi. Finally, the Brock has come back to Palatka. Brock Mosley. Brock Mosley started the day with 52 pounds and 6 ounces. 5 fish that looking for 16.1, 16 pounds even, which means he needed 16.1 to take the lead. He had 16 pounds, which means he's in a 2-way tie with Corey Johnson. We're going to weigh this one for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. 6 pounds, 5 ounces, so he takes over Phoenix Boats Big Bass, and I don't know how this is going to work out, whether you're going to sit on his knee, he's going to shove a bum, or what's going to happen, but you guys both are going to load our Yeti hot seat.
I say we do it like the Canadian-U.S. hockey game. What do y'all think?
I don't know how this is going to work out, I'll be honest.
Even though he played hockey, he still has all his teeth, so he shouldn't be that good.
Talk to me about this week and this tournament.
Yeah, it's been an awesome week for me. I usually don't do very well here, and I try to do things different. This go around, I try to learn from my mistakes in the past. I've caught a lot of fish this week on a chatterbait with a Yamamoto Seiko covering a lot of water. To me, in my opinion, which may not mean that much, but it seems like when the water temp drops, gets below 60, I can catch them on moving baits again. It seems like when they get in the mid to upper 60s, they seem to lock down. You have to slow down, which is something I don't like to do and not very good at. But I caught a lot of fish on the jackhammer, then I caught a lot of fish on a Buckeye Lure brush panda. Today, that's how I caught my fish. And then I caught a few key fish this week off the bed using a Yamamoto Yamacraw. But it's all been a good week. I put my Dakota Lithiums to the test this week, covering a lot of water every day, fishing fast. And, it's finally starting to warm up. We've been in the hook cold gear all week and finally starting to warm up as we got to, head south to Okeechobee. But, all in all, it's been a great week. Good start to the year. But as soon as this is over and I get to wrestle Corey, we got to head to Okeechobee and turn the page.
All right, congrats, and enjoy the not-so-Yeti hot seat. All right, get cozy. You good? You good there, Corey?
Yeah, we're good.
Hey, we're same eye level right here.
Can we continue, or are you two going to fight? All right. All right. Next up, making his 14th Bassmaster Top 10. He is a former Bassmaster Junior World Champion, a 6-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from North Carolina, the Baby Shark, Shane LaHue. Shane Liu looks like a good day. He might take both those chairs and beat you both over the head here in a second. 53 pounds and 5 ounces start today. Looking for 15-2, 5 fish, 20 pounds, 4 ounces. 20 pounds, 4 ounces with 73 pounds, 9 ounces. Shane LaHue is leading this tournament, and with that, we say goodbye to Corey Johnston and Brock Mosley. We're going to weigh that one for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. 7 pounds, 7 ounces, so that definitely takes that over. You are leading the tournament. You're leading Phoenix Boats Big Bass. And I don't know, I mean, does it feel a little extra special that you didn't just eliminate one person from the Yeti hot seat, but you eliminated 2?
I was just glad to eliminate Corey. I stayed with him all week, so yesterday he beat me pretty bad. He had a great tournament. I mean, all these guys, it's going to come down to the wire. This is going to be a fantastic weigh-in. I had a fantastic day. You know, I rolled in a canal that I've caught almost all my fish in. It's been, for whatever reason, it's been super special. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to go try to find a big one on a bed. I rolled by a bed that had a 2-pounder in practice, and there laid that 7.7. I was like, oh my gosh, I thought it was a carp. And I spun back around, and it took me about 10 minutes to catch it, and then I caught the male, and it was a 3-pounder. I was like, I just went from sucking really bad to doing really well really quick. But I caught those 2 biggest fish on the brand new Berkeley Max Sense Stank Bug. I told you about it. You can't have any yet, though. Wait till Okeechobee. But yeah, it's a brand new bait, and it's a perfect little sight fishing bait, perfect little crawfish imitator. And I caught the rest of my fish this week doing the fry garter deal. Today was a lot tougher as far as that went. I saw so many today. I went in a new canal. I've started somewhere new every day, and I probably saw 50 to 100 in this canal, and I could not get them to bite. And I've had so many, like, 3.5-pounders this week, and I really, really needed those today, and it just didn't work out. So it'll be what it'll be. I've had a great event. I've struggled here in the past, so I'm really happy with the top 10.
You got to be very happy, and this isn't over yet because he's going to load our Yeti hot seat. Let's hear it for your tournament leader, the Baby Shark, Shane LaHue. Just a few more anglers left to go. This is his 16th Bassmaster Top 10. He's a member of the Bassmaster Century Club. He is a 2-time Bassmaster winner, once in the Opens and once in the Elite Series. He's a former Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year. He's a 3-time Classic qualifier, Jay Shakurat. Jay Shakurat started the day with 54 pounds and 5 ounces, looking for 19.5 to take the lead. 19 pounds, 5 ounces. 19.5, he is exactly what it takes to take the lead. With that, we say goodbye to the Baby Shark, and we say hello to Jay Shakurat. Wow, this right here, ladies and gentlemen, let me hear you by response. This is why we love bass tournaments. What a weigh-in. What a tournament it has been to watch on Bass Live, but what a weigh-in. We had a 2-way tie. You had exactly what it took to take the lead, and you are 2 anglers away from becoming a 2-time Elite Series champion, a 3-time Bassmaster winner. Tell me about your week.
Oh my God, this is unbelievable. I mean, look at this crowd. Thank you guys for all coming out here. I mean, I'm living right. I mean, to have exactly what I needed for that. Everything I did today just seemed to be fun. You know, I never got rattled, just went around, fished a bunch of stuff that, you know, I thought looked good. Went where I caught my big fish on day 1. I caught a big one there, and I left one in there that I would have liked to have brought to the weigh-in, but didn't need it for now, but hopefully in the next, I don't even know what to say.
We got to see how this all works out, but watching you on the water, I mean, you maximized with everything. It felt like, you know, obviously you had day 1 a big bag, but yet today to be catching them and to just change up in the middle of the day and say, listen, I know I can finish well here, but if I want a shot to win, I got to change things. that could pay off to be one of the most critical moves of your career.
Apparently so. The whole time I was out there today, I thought, well, before we even got on the water, before all this even happened, I thought I had no shot at the win. I thought I would need like 30 pounds. And when I came into the weigh-in, I looked at the bass track, and I thought I was like seeing things. I had to reload the page like 3 or 4 times. And I was like, this isn't right, this can't be happening, blah, blah, blah. You know, thinking about all the fish, you know, that I either lost or missed, or, you know, one I could have had here, this or that. But if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. That's how fishing works, in my opinion.
Well, a great tournament, well, whatever way it works out. Let's get him in our Yeti hot seat. Let's hear it for your brand new leader, Jay Shakurat. 2 more anglers left to go. This is his 9th Bassmaster Top 10. He's a former Bassmaster College Bass Champion. He's a 2-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. He's an Elite Series champion from Union City, Tennessee. Let me hear it for John Garrett. John Garrett weighed in our VMC monster bag of the tournament yesterday with over 31 pounds of bass. 3 fish here today, but only needs 15 pounds, 5 ounces. 12 pounds, 10 ounces with 71 pounds even. He moves into 3rd place currently, just 2 pounds, 11 ounces short of the overall lead. But wow, what a tournament and what a bag of fish he had yesterday. Joined the top 10 all time of St. John's River limits. John, what a tournament you had here this week. And I know with just 3 fish today and knowing you're 2 pounds, 11 ounces from taking the lead, I'm sure a little frustration, you know, it slipped from you. But, man, what a rally you made yesterday with the VMC Monster Bag of the tournament. And how are you feeling right now?
I'm just looking at Jay smirking over there. Would love to be sitting there right now, but I'll let him sit there, I guess. But no, overall, just a great week. Yesterday was unbelievable. I'll never forget it. Man, look at this crowd. I shouldn't have looked up. There's too many eyeballs. Come on. Y'all give a hand. Yeah. But yeah, yesterday was awesome. I'll never forget that. Today, I was going to a place that was really special. Had a lot of giant fish there. I pulled up this morning. They were still sitting there. I mean, with conditions changed. We didn't have the water flow we did yesterday. I got 3 of those fish to bite. I got 2 of them in the bag. That was those 2 big fish. And I thought that, kind of like Jay, I thought I needed a really big bag of fish to have a chance to win this thing. And I got back. I was like, oh, man, how far 2 little keepers would have went. And Jay wouldn't be having that smirk on his face right now. But, no, it was a great week. I love the fact I started the season out like this. I wasn't expecting it. Got my wife and kid, my granddad here. Father-in-law was here this week. And, man, what a place to have a tournament. Look at this crowd. This river is unbelievable. And, man, we're looking forward to going a little further south and hopefully keep the momentum rolling.
I got to ask you before everyone leaves, that magic limit yesterday joins the top 10 all time. Fine folks here would like to cash in on a little of that. Give us a tip.
I don't know if I should say anything or not.
If you don't, they're going to beat you up in the parking lot, just letting you know.
Yeah. Well, the past few times I've been down to Florida, I've really learned that these big females, they live deeper than you think. Like this week, I caught a lot of big fish from 10 to 17 foot deep. And if you can figure out how to catch fish in Florida on a big crankbait, you're going to catch the right size. The tournament I won last year and this week, I caught everything on a Strike King 5XD. So if you're going out there and you want to catch a big one, if you could catch one on a 5XD, it's going to be a good size fish. So that's just the formula I've put together the few times I've been to Florida.
It's worked out pretty good for you. Congrats on a great finish and a great start to the season. We have 1 angler left to go. Before I bring him out, I got to let you know, this, you see the X's behind me? This is the 20th season of the Bassmaster Elite Series, and we chose to kick it off here in Palatka, Florida, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get our final angler up here. Not just the 20th season. This is his 200th Bassmaster event. He is a former Elite Series champion, his 24th Bassmaster Top 10, an 11-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Brookville, Indiana, Dollar Bill Lowen. Bill Lowen trying to get his second win in his 200th Bassmaster event. 4 fish here today, 1 short of his limit. He's looking for 10 pounds and an ounce. 10 pounds, 4 ounces! 10 pounds, 4 ounces! And Dollar Bill Lowen is a 2-time Bassmaster Elite Series champion! To kick off the 20th season in his 200th Bassmaster event, Dollar Bill Lowen doubles down and becomes a 2-time Bassmaster Elite Series champion. We're going to weigh this one for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. 6 pounds, 11 ounces, and I kind of feel bad for that other one that was in the live well with it. Hopefully you had it in the other side, but Bill, the 20th season of the Bassmaster Elite Series. This is your 200th Bassmaster event, and you are officially a 2-time Bassmaster Elite Series champion.
That sounds pretty good. Honestly, I don't even know what to say. Today's been pretty stressful. You know, I had 2 areas that I was saving up the river, and I got to them this morning, and water temperature was 54 degrees, and everybody that fishes in Florida knows that's not good. So I went back to my primary area, and I struggled, and I struggled, and I struggled to get a bite, and I've been catching them all week, swimming a Bill Lowen Signature Series jig from Lure Parts Online with a Zoom Super Speed Crawl on it, and flipping my 3/8 ounce Lure Parts Online flipping jig around as well, and getting a lot of big bites in my area. And today, you know, it's been dependent on the tide, and the tide just never got right. It's probably right now. I was hoping we didn't have to have a fish off so I didn't have to run back up the river. But today was just weird. You know, I lost that 5th fish 3 times. One of them was a good one, and you know, one of them 4 or 5 pounders. But I've always said, when it's your time, it's your time, and you can't do nothing wrong. You know, even though I lost those fish, the good lure was looking out for me. That's all I can say. You know, to say I'm a 2-time winner is unbelievable. Dave, I don't even know what to say. I got to thank this crowd for coming out every time we come to Palatka. Y'all show out. And, you know, when I make the cut on Saturdays, we pick kid out of the crowd to give him a Bassmaster membership. And my wife said last night when we went to dinner that if I was to win today, we're going to give every kid in the crowd a Bassmaster membership. I don't know how we're going to do that or how we're going to get you all signed up, but find somebody at Bass and start giving them your names. You know, all I wanted to do when I was your all's age is stand on this stage and be like Denny Brower someday, and flipping that jig around today made me feel like him, so I don't know what to say. I got to say thanks to Express and Yamaha standing behind me all these years, and all my new partners and everyone that stood by me my whole career, and you know, the Backman family, that my buddy that passed away, and they give me my chance to be standing here today. And I don't know what else to say, but thank you all, and I love every one of you.
You ready to hoist this trophy?
Absolutely.
Let's make this official. I'd like to welcome from FXR, Chris Marianne, to hand off the trophy. To kick off 2025, Dollar Bill doubles down and becomes a 2-time Bassmaster Elite Series champion. The FXR Pro Fish Bassmaster Elite on the St. Johns River belongs to Dollar Bill. Bill Lowen, a two-time Bassmaster Elite Series champion. Bill, you got 2 of those now, and what a way to start the season after literally a horrifying season last year, uncharacteristically like you. You wanted to come out swinging, and you can't swing much harder than that.
You know, after last year, I was questioning my abilities, you know, and I think we talked about this a little bit. I was kind of hung up. Do I fish my style the way that I always have? Do I buckle down on this forward-facing sonar thing? And I told you I spent a lot of time in the fall working on that, but I also spent a lot of time working on the way I like to fish. And that's what we did this week. And I always say, when you can fish in your comfort zone, you fish the best of your abilities. And it was a magical week for sure.
You didn't do any of this alone. You do it with the incredible support of your family. Team Scream, as we affectionately call them here on the Bassmaster Elite Series. In his 200th event to kick off the 20th season of the Bassmaster Elite Series, Dollar Bill doubles down and becomes a 2-time Bassmaster Elite Series champion. Bill Lowen wins the FXR Pro Fish Bassmaster Elite on the St. Johns River. One more time, let's hear it for Dollar Bill. Bill Lowen, a 2-time Bassmaster Elite Series champion. On behalf of everybody here at Bass, we want to thank each and all of you. You guys are incredible. Palatka, Florida, you are such a special place in the history of this sport. And if anybody ever questions who made Bassmaster, it's you guys, and we love you all for it. We will be back one more time as he makes his way off the stage. Let me hear it for Bill Lowen. In his 200th event to kick off the 20th season of the Bassmaster Elite Series, Dollar Bill doubles down and becomes a 2-time Bassmaster Elite Series champion.